Good morning. Are we live, Kenny?
We are live.
Live from South Junior High. It's us. So good morning, everyone. Good to see. I can't see anybody, but it's good to be here live. Hopefully we have people joining us for our coffee with the principal. So buenos días a todos directamente en vivo desde South Junior High. Su servidor, el señor Romero, and el señor Pérez con ustedes para nuestro primer cafecito. So welcome, everybody. Welcome. So, Ken, we have a lot of things on the agenda. Well, actually, before we continue, we should just say hello, right? So those of you that don't know me, my name is Mr. Romero, Enrique Romero, the proud principal here at South. I've lost track of years, to be honest. I think this is my 10th year at South, and I think this is my either 5th year, 6th. I don't even remember how long I've been here. Time flies when you're having fun. So I have fun. I love it here. So, but I've been here for a while now. All the years in the district have been here at South, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So, buenos días. Antes de seguir con una agenda que tenemos, solamente para presentarme, soy el señor Enrique Romero, el director aquí de South. Lo digo eso con mucho orgullo. Y le decía a Kenny que ya ni me acuerdo cuántos años llevo en South. Se pasa el tiempo bien rápido. Más de que llevo 9, 10 años aquí en la escuela de South y como 5 de ellos como director, quizás más. Pero cuando uno se está divirtiendo, se pasa el tiempo y ni se da cuenta, ¿verdad? Pero no, todos los años en el distrito he estado aquí en esta escuela y no quisiera estar en ningún otro lugar. Así que yo muy contento de estar con ustedes, aunque sea virtualmente, pero contento de estar aquí con ustedes esta mañana. So, Kenny, can I have you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Kenny Perez. I'm the Family and Community Engagement Specialist here. And my job here is to connect the parents and ensure that our parents are connecting with our school, their leaders on our campus and in our learning community. And I'm also the person who you get calls from and emails from on a weekly basis. So now you'll be able to connect that face with that voice. It's me. Hi. Hola, mi nombre es Kenny Pérez. Soy especialista en participación familiar y comunitaria de la Escuela Secundaria South. Y es un gusto estar aquí con ustedes el día de hoy. Yo soy la persona que ustedes escuchan y reciben las llamadas. Ahora ya pueden hacer esa conexión entre la voz y la cara, ¿verdad? Mi trabajo aquí, mi trabajo principal es conectar a las familias, asegurarnos de que nuestros papás sean líderes aquí en nuestra escuela. Entonces, muchas gracias por acompañarnos el día de hoy. Thank you.
All right. So we have, again, some things on the agenda that we want to go through, present some information. But before we get to that, I know that, we are wondering, are we coming back to school? And I'll be honest with you, we don't have an answer yet. So our district doesn't have an answer. We don't have a date. And by answer, I mean, we have an answer, but we don't have a date set. And the reason for that, even though we've seen in the county many good news in terms of rates going down and the averages going down, where the state has allowed the county to kind of give the green light for in-seat instruction, that's county. But when we look at Orange County, within our county, Anaheim is a hot spot. Anaheim and Santa Ana are two cities that are hot spots for our rate continuing to be high in terms of number of people who are sick or being hospitalized. But I also, even within Anaheim, if you look at zip codes and you break things down by zip code, our school is services areas that are also hotspots. So we always want to be careful in kind of making a decision where we come back to school, where we put the health of our students and our staff and our families, where students can get sick at school and take it home to their families. So we have to be mindful of that. So I know that we all want to come back, and trust me, if you ask my teachers, we want to see our kids. Our kids are our life. Our kids, we feed off their energy. It's hard to teach to a computer than it is to teach to kids, because we feed off that energy as well. So it's difficult. It's challenging. Teachers are struggling and they want to come back in terms of, but they also want to be mindful of our safety and our health, as we all do. So that's where we stand right now in terms of not knowing and not pushing a date to come back. We want to be careful. I know, again, we do see other schools and school districts that are looking at coming back, maybe in October or so, but we still want to be mindful of where we are and the fact that the areas that we serve do have high rates still, okay? Whereas if we were a county all by ourselves, we probably would not be given the green light by the state to open, So we're still going to be careful, and we're going to follow the leadership and the guidance of our leaders, of our state leaders as well, and even our county, who's still advising us to be careful and to still look at things zip code by zip code, not just county-wide. So I hope you understand that. I hope you are patient with that, and I know it's frustrating and it could be difficult, but at the same time, we want to look at the safety of everyone, not just our kids, but our kids, our families, our staff. So it's important that we remember that. So, como antes de empezar con un poquito de la agenda que tiene Kenny para nosotros, para darles más información sobre otras cosas, más que darles información de que en este momento no tenemos fecha al momento de qué es lo que vamos a hacer, cuándo vamos a regresar a la escuela. Yo sé que estamos oyendo que quizás otros distritos en el área, quizás ya tengan fechas o tengan un plan de cuándo van a regresar a instrucción en los salones. Pero también hay que reconocer que aunque el condado de Orange tiene números más bajos que se ven bien, si vemos en realidad en el condado, hay dos ciudades, Santa Ana y Anaheim, donde siguen los números muy altos. En gente que se está enfermando o que llega a estar internada en el hospital. Así que tenemos que estar vigilantes y vigentes a lo que está pasando, no solamente en números, los promedios del condado, pero en realidad de donde vivimos y donde las áreas que servimos. Y si vemos en la ciudad de Anaheim, hay partes de Anaheim que tienen números más bajos, pero en realidad las áreas donde nos tocan servir a South, nuestras comunidades de South, tienen todavía números bastante altos. Entonces, para mí como director también es importante aunque no va a ser mi decisión, si cuando llegue el día para abrir la escuela de South, a que vengan los niños otra vez aquí a estudiar, pero sí estamos conscientes y estamos viendo de que no queremos arriesgar la salud y el bienestar de nuestros estudiantes, de nuestras familias y de nuestros maestros también. Así que es importante tomar todo en calma. Yo sé que es frustrante y para todos nosotros también. Extrañamos mucho a los niños, extrañamos a los estudiantes, queremos verlos aquí en la escuela porque nos da la energía. No es lo mismo como maestro que me dicen, no es lo mismo dar la clase a una computadora viendo a los niños en una pantalla a que estén aquí mismo enfrente vivo, ¿verdad? Es muy diferente. Así que se extraña, pero a la vez hay que ser conscientes, como dije antes, de la salud y el bienestar y de no apresurarnos a tomar una decisión que nos pueda arriesgar la salud de nuestros niños, nuestras familias y de la escuela y del plantel aquí, ¿verdad? Así que les pido que sigan pacientes en cuanto tengamos información. Yo solo les voy a hacer saber cuando hay un plan de cómo vamos a regresar y cómo va a salir todo. Pero por ahora seguiremos virtualmente, seguiremos aquí en distancia, pero juntos, ¿verdad? Ahorita la unidad es lo que más nos ocupamos para seguir adelante. So right now, as we move forward, I thank you for your patience. And as a reminder, right now, staying together, being united, and doing this as one is what's important. It's what's going to get us through. And so hopefully at some point, we're able to come back in some form to some in-seat instruction, okay? All right, so Kenny, I'm going to ask you to come back on. I know we have an agenda that we've put together, a few people that would like to speak to our parents and present some information. And at the end, I do want to see if we have questions. We would definitely want to leave some time at the end, Kenny, for some question and answers that we can maybe hopefully try to answer and get back to parents about, okay? So ahorita se lo va a pasar al señor Pérez, que nos va a pasar sobre una agenda que tenemos para darles más información sobre otros detalles, hacer unas presentaciones, pero también luego queremos dar tiempo al final para poder, si tienen preguntas, responder las preguntas, o si no tenemos las respuestas, quizás buscar las respuestas para luego darles esa información después, okay? So Kenny, you're on, and let's see if we can go through and see what we have some things that we need parents to know about, right? And then I'll try to keep an eye on the clock so we can leave time at the end for a little bit of question and answer, okay?
Thank you so much. Yeah, fantastic. All right. Well, we do have a couple of announcements that we wanted to make. And number one, we wanted to congratulate our school site council elected parent representatives. So these are the parents that our community voted for. Número uno, queríamos darles las felicitaciones a nuestros padres que fueron elegidos para ser parte de nuestro concilio escolar. And these are the parents, Mr. Fadi Mahasel, Ms. Destiny Hernandez, Mr. John Orr. So congratulations. Thank you so much for committing to making an impact on our campus, to being an active leader on our campus. So thank you so much for taking the time and doing that and having the interest. Queremos darle las gracias y las felicitaciones al señor Fátima Hassel, a la señora Destiny Hernández y al señor Jonathan Orr por expresar ese interés y voluntad de querer ayudar a nuestra escuela y ser líderes en nuestra comunidad. So, muchas gracias y felicidades. And round of applause, un aplauso para esos papás. Gracias. Thank you so much. All right. Siguiendo al siguiente is we wanted to, let you know that we have a PTSA board here who's ready to work with you, is looking for parents to join them, to participate, to be an active PTSA here on our campus. We need our PTSA, and we don't know what we would do without these wonderful parents who take their time to volunteer as leaders on our campus. Le queremos introducir a nuestra mesa directiva de nuestro PTSA. Los padres son voluntarios que tenemos aquí en la escuela. No sabríamos qué haríamos sin ellos aquí, ya que ellos hacen un impacto muy grande en nuestra comunidad, pero también ellos quieren darle la invitación a ustedes de que participen en el PTSA, de que se unan al equipo de ellos. Ellos están buscando mucha ayuda. And so we'll introduce our PTSA president is Ms. Mercy Escamilla. Our PTSA vice president, nuestra vicepresidente, is Ms. Marisol Sedano. Our PTSA treasurer, la tesorera de PTSA, is Blanca Haragi, Ms. Blanca Haragi. Our PTSA secretary, nuestra secretaria PTSA, is la doctora Esther Castillo, Dr. Esther Castillo. Our PTSA historian, nuestra secretaria nuestra historiadora de PTSA, la señora Sully Santos, Ms. Sully Santos. And our PTSA auditor, nuestra auditora de PTSA, Ms. Liliana Batas, la señora Liliana Batas. So thank you so much, ladies. Thank you for all of the time. And we look forward to working together. And like I said, we do want our parents to be able to join us and become members. So there's this link here for you. And I'm going to go ahead and also put it in the chat so that you can go ahead and click on that and become members of our PTSA official members. You can go ahead and do that through this website that I'm sharing right now. Y le estamos dando la invitación a que se compartan, a que sean miembros oficiales de nuestro PTSA. Estoy poniendo el enlace ahorita en nuestro chat. Háganle clic y van a poder entrar a la página donde se pueden hacer miembros ustedes. It is an $11 membership, but those $11 go a long way. And not only that, but it's your membership, it's your participation that really make a difference on our campus. So please take the time to fill out that membership, to join us. And now more than ever, when we're going to be transitioning to hybrid and later on, we're going to need a lot of parent support. So please join our PTSA. Entonces, por favor, únanse a nuestro PTSA. Ahora necesitamos a nuestro PTA más que nunca, ¿no? Porque va a haber transiciones que vamos a tomar en el futuro. No sabemos las fechas todavía, pero nuestro PTA va a ser una parte grande en poder apoyar a nuestros alumnos y a nuestras familias en esas transiciones que vamos a tener. So, por favor, háganle clic en el enlace para que puedan ser parte de nuestro grupo de PTSA. Okay, and moving on to our next one. We wanted to welcome Ms. Mary Ellen Park, our assistant principal, who is going to talk a little bit and extend an invitation to our families.
Good morning. I'm so glad to be here with you today. My name is Mary Ellen Park. This is my 4th year here at South. This is the best school ever, and our parents, our students, it's just such a joy working with everybody. I wanted to invite any of our parents whose children are English language learners to be part of our ELAC team. This committee.
Okay, Marian, let me go ahead and interpret that really quick. Sorry, Marian. La señora Mary Ellen les quiere dar la bienvenida. Está muy emocionada de estar aquí con ustedes. Es una de las mejores escuelas para trabajar y ella le quiere dar la invitación a los padres que participen en el comité asesor de padres de alumnos aprendices de inglés. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is an opportunity to really have a voice on this campus to help steer the learning opportunities for your children, to be part of that active participation to help support the success for your students here at this school. We need our parents involved and joining us with that. You'll be working with our school site council. We'll have our meetings that will begin in October. We'll be getting information out to all of our parents for that. But today, what I'd like to know, if you are interested in having that strong parent voice and being part of our team to create those positive interactions and learning experiences and success for your child, if you'll please just type in your name.
Perfecto. One moment, Ms. Park. Les quiero dar la invitación a que sean una fuerza en nuestra escuela, una voz que sea para que abogue por nuestros alumnos, especialmente nuestros aprendices de inglés. Entonces, ella le quiere extender la invitación para que participen, para que sean líderes en esta escuela a través de esta oportunidad y este comité que se llama el Comité Asesor de Padres de Alumnos de Aprendices de Inglés. Ella les está pidiendo que si están interesados en ser parte de este grupo, lo que usted puede hacer es poner su nombre aquí en el chat y nosotros vamos a poder comunicarnos con usted. Go ahead.
So if you're interested, if you're here in this meeting and you're interested in serving and working with us, partnering with Mr. Perez and Ms. Obriana as our counselor and me, we would love to have you just give us just to get us started, your name, if you're interested, so we can reach out to you right away.
Entonces, si usted está interesado en ser parte de esto, puede compartir su nombre, o lo que estoy haciendo también, estoy compartiendo mi correo electrónico, así usted me puede mandar un correo así personalmente y yo voy a tomar su información para poder extender la invitación y podamos conectar para que reciba más detalles de esto. What I'm also doing is I'm writing my email, so in case they want to just send me an email, I'll be able to connect with them, and if they have more questions, they can go ahead and ask me on through the email. So I'll be sharing that link right now, or not link, but my email on the chat.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, thank you, Miss Park. We're going to go ahead and continue on the agenda. Thank you for joining us today. Gracias por acompañarnos hoy, señora Park.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. And we wanted to invite you, our school social worker wanted to be here, join us today. She was excited to be able to present this opportunity for our parents. Unfortunately, right now she's meeting with students and, making sure that our students are receiving the services that they need. So I'll go ahead and present this for her. Nuestra trabajadora estaba aquí, nuestra terapeuta de la escuela estaba aquí, estaba emocionada para presentar esta oportunidad para nuestros padres. Desafortunadamente, bueno, ahorita no desafortunadamente, ¿verdad? Pero ella ahorita está ayudando a otros alumnos que necesitan ayuda, entonces no pudo acompañarnos en este momento, pero quiero yo extenderle la invitación ella le iba a extender a ustedes. So every year we host wellness workshops ranging from the impact of social media on our mental health, anxiety, healthy relationships, and we host them every year. We partner with Catella High School, and we have these workshops for our parents. They're in English and in Spanish. This year, what we're going to do is we're going to continue doing that. We're going to do it virtual like we're doing everything else. And our first one is coming up Thursday, October 15th. And in the English session is going to be a virtual session at 1:30 p.m. And we will be sending out the link to that meeting. It's going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be through YouTube Live. It's going to be through a Google Meets or perhaps Zoom, one of those two. But we'll share the link with you. That way you can join us and participate in these meetings. They're very informational. We have great feedback each year about how helpful and how many resources that our school social workers are able to provide for our families. Entonces, este taller que tenemos es un taller muy informacional, es uno de los más populares aquí en nuestra escuela y le queremos extender la invitación. Estamos juntos con Coachella High School para esto. Cada año presentamos diferentes temas del impacto de las redes sociales en la salud mental de nuestros adolescentes, ansiedad, depresión, relaciones saludables. Entonces es importante, estos talleres proporcionan mucha información importante y beneficiante para ustedes los padres. Entonces, el primero va a ser el jueves 15 de octubre en español, va a ser a las 3 p.m., va a ser en Google Meet o quizás estamos trabajando en la posibilidad de hacerlo en Zoom. Entonces, ese va a ser en español a las 3. Cuando tengamos el enlace para ustedes, lo vamos a compartir, pero reserven la fecha el jueves 15 de octubre a las 3 p.m. en español. All right. We also wanted to extend our parents an opportunity to be part of our Virtual Parent Leadership Academy. And the Virtual Parent Leadership Academy has 4 modules. And this is a 4-week series. And it's also presented fully in English and fully in Spanish. And you're able to join that. And so we are actually hosting our our signups right now. And I'm also going to share the link right now for you to do so. And I'm going to share the information. Let me just switch screens. That way you can see what the modules are. Just hang on one second while I do that. All right, we're getting to that right now. And let me just share that screen with you. Thank you for being so patient. Okay, this is where you would sign up. We have a form with its 4 modules. Module number 1 is family engagement in a virtual world. Module number 2, supporting students through distance learning. Module number 3 is technology and distance learning platforms. And module number 4 is mental health in our current reality. Estos son los 4 módulos que vamos a presentar en esta serie de Academia de Liderazgo para Padres. El módulo 1 es participación familiar en un mundo virtual, apoyando a nuestros alumnos en un mundo virtual a través de la distancia, aprendizaje de la distancia es el módulo 2. Módulo 3 es plataformas tecnológicas y el aprendizaje a la distancia, cómo interactúan esas y cómo se usan. Y el módulo 4 es la salud mental en nuestra presente realidad. Now, if you wanted to go ahead and join that, we have the dates on the form. So our English virtual meetings are going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays, starting Thursday, 9/24, September 24th, from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. And we also have a Spanish on Tuesdays from 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. I also want to let you know that we are going to have more dates and we're going to have some evening dates for you. So please stay tuned as we share those dates and times for you. Go ahead and sign up if you're interested in these times and let me know that you want to participate. Estas son los horarios. Vamos a empezar en español el martes, 29 de septiembre de 1:30 a 2:30 p.m. Y eso va a ser todos los martes. Vamos a tener más fechas y más horarios conforme vaya el semestre. Entonces, si eso no funciona para usted y está interesado, déjeme saber, mándeme un correo. Ahí está mi correo en el chat. O si no, apúntese en el enlace para que puedan participar en esta academia, que es una academia que esperemos que sea le ayude en toda la transición que vamos a tener, le ayude ahorita durante este tiempo que usted está apoyando a su alumno en casa. So we really hope that you're able to get the most out of these workshops so that you can continue supporting your student, whether it's distance learning or the hybrid model or whichever model we go to as we transition next to in this academic year. So please take advantage of these workshops. If you're interested, and just send me an email or go ahead and sign up on this form and we'll go ahead and reach out to you. Entonces, si está interesado en ser parte de esta academia, entonces apúntese a través de la forma, mándeme un correo, or of course, you can always call me and we can help you out with that. Okay, entonces sí, también me puede hablar, disculpe. I did want to take the opportunity to show you a little bit about our website, some changes. We're transitioning in our website, so our website is starting to look a little different. Le quiero presentar un poquito sobre nuestra página de internet. Estamos en el proceso de cambiarla, entonces quiero dejarles saber unas cosas que tiene ahí disponible usted. One of the things that I wanted to show you and remind our parents is that it's very important for you to continue to monitor your Aries Parent Portal. es muy importante de que usted continúe monitoreando el portal de padres de Aries. Okay, and the best way to get there, la forma mejor para hacer eso, is to go through our website. And if you click on the Parents tab, after you type in south.auhsd.us, click on the Parents tab, hágale clic en la sección de padres y va a salir el Aries Parent Portal aquí en la izquierda. So it'll be here to your left. You're going to go ahead and click on that, and it's going to take you to your parent portal. Type in your email address and your password, and you're going to be able to, and this is the same information that you used when you enrolled your student during the summer. Entonces, lo que usted puede hacer es ponga su correo electrónico y contraseña, y es la misma información que usted usó para inscribir a su estudiante durante el verano. On the Aries Parent Portal, you're going to be able to check attendance. You're going to be able to check any missing assignments that your student might have. And so it's very important for us as parents to constantly be monitoring our Aries Parent Portal. Entonces, ya que esté dentro de su portal de padres, usted va a poder, disculpe, ver la asistencia de su alumno, y también usted va a poder asegurarse de o revisar cualquier trabajo que su estudiante no ha entregado. Esta herramienta es una herramienta muy útil para usted y es sumamente importante de que usted la siga monitoreando a través de este año escolar. Okay, so one more thing I did want to let you know is that we also do have a family resource page that's linked on our website. Tenemos una sección que es dedicada a nuestras familias. If you go ahead and click on that, si usted le hace clic en eso, it's going to direct you to all of the resources that we've gathered together as a district for our families. Entonces, si usted le hace clic en esta sección de recursos familiares, usted va a ver varias oportunidades o recursos que están disponibles para ustedes los padres, que es a través del distrito que tenemos. Entonces, use esta página de internet, es una herramienta muy útil para usted. Tenemos recursos académicos, de tecnología, de salud mental, recursos de comida, todo eso está aquí disponible para usted. All right, so this is a very valuable resource. We hope you take advantage of it. And we'll also be sharing some how-to videos for our parents who perhaps need a little bit more assistance on accessing your parent portal and your Schoology. So stay tuned for those, and those are going to be on our family resources too. So thank you and stay tuned. Entonces, gracias. Vamos a compartir en el futuro unos videos también para ayudar a esos padres que quizás necesitan un poquito más ayuda en cómo usar nuestra página de internet, cómo entrar a su portal de padres, y entonces estén al tanto de esos videos. And always remember, follow us on social media, at South AUHSD. Síganos en nuestras redes sociales, @SouthAUHSD. Disculpe, AUHSD. Bueno, eso es todo por mí. Voy a regresar al director. Go ahead and welcome back, Mr. Romero. Mr. Romero, can you hear me? Oh, I think you're muted, Mr. Romero.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Sorry about that. Okay, so at this point, I do want to invite families. If you have a question or so, we can answer some questions. You can put them in, and Kenny, you have access to those questions, right?
Yes.
So anything we can help answer, and again, I can't promise you I have an answer, but we will do our best to answer that or get a response and take it down so that Kenny we can find the answer and then send it back to you so you have a response. I do want to a couple maybe other announcements to mark our calendars. If you look at our calendars, whether it's in the student planner or you look at things online, there is going to be a change to one date that's coming up in October. So if we were to look at any calendars that we have currently posted, you would notice that October 12th, which is a Monday, is tagged right now as a non-student day. So usually we would have no students that day, and we would all meet, the entire district would meet for professional development. We are looking to change that a bit, to use that day, that non-student day later, which we'll try to, we'll figure out when that is. But for now, October 12th, Professional Development Day, that's been postponed. So we will have students come. So what you need to know as family and as parents, that October 12th will be a regular school day. So you need to make sure that you please are mindful of that and mark your calendars or make a note that on October 12th, Monday, your students will be asked to continue to log in to their classes. It will not be a day off from school. It'll be a regular Monday, regular school day where they log into all classes. I also want to remind our parents that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, that students are being asked to not just check in with second period during 9:10 a.m., but they're also supposed to do some short check-in activities or assignments that will give them attendance credit for the rest of their classes. So periods 2, 1, and then 3 through 7. So some families were still maybe under the impression that we simply log in second period and that's it. But no, they have to complete some assignments or some activities. And some of them are very short things. It might be poll questions. It might be just read this or watch this 5-minute clip and then respond to this question. It's supposed to be simple things that kids can do quickly, and that way teachers know that they continue to be engaged, and that way they can continue doing other work that they may need to do. So, rápidamente, otras dos cositas que quisiera más recordarles o anunciarles. Si ven sus calendarios que tengamos en el cuaderno, en el planner, en la agenda, o si ven un calendario que tengamos en el internet, en nuestra página de web, van a ver que el día 12 de octubre ahorita es designado como un día sin estudiantes. O sea, dice día sin estudiantes para poder darles entrenamiento a los maestros. Pero por este año vamos a mover esa fecha un poco más después. Así que lo que tienen que saber ustedes que el día 12 de octubre, que es un lunes, va a ser un día normal, día regular, donde tienen que todos los alumnos meterse a la computadora y seguir la instrucción. Va a ser un día regular el día 12 de octubre. Vamos a mandar anuncios, lo pondremos en los medios sociales, mandaremos llamadas para recordarles, pero por ahora marquen su calendario para que sepan que el día 12 de octubre no es día de descanso para los niños, sino es día regular de clases. Y la segunda cosa es que recordarles que los martes y jueves, aunque solamente tienen que entrar en línea a conectar con su maestro de segundo periodo a las 9:10, tienen que completar actividades pequeñas y pequeños tareas que les den los maestros esos días para poder darles crédito de asistencia. Muchos papás están asombrando cuando les llamamos para decirles que su estudiante está siendo marcando ausente y dicen, ¿por qué? Y él llegó a segundo periodo, sí, y segundo periodo quizás lo marcaron presente, pero lo marcan ausente cuando no completa sus tareas para las otras clases. Entonces quizás ven muchas marcas de ausencias. Como dijo el señor Pérez, sigan revisando su portal de Aries para que vean y estén atentos a cuándo se está marcando ausente. Y ahorita nos acaban de informar que aunque habían apagado el sistema de mandar llamadas automáticas del sistema, cuando un niño esté ausente, lo apagaron porque como había problemas de tecnología y también darnos la oportunidad de darles a todos los que ocupaban, como que se ocupaban una computadora o un punto de acceso, ahora que ya todo está afuera y tienen todo lo que ocupan las familias, ya van a empezar a llamar otra vez, ya aprendieron el sistema desde ayer, que si su niño es marcado ausente, se le va a llegar una llamada automática de la computadora informándoles que su hijo fue marcado ausente. Eso no estaba prendido porque no querían que llegaran llamadas innecesarias al momento a las familias y darles muchas cosas que tener bueno, recibir llamadas que quizás no sea culpa de ustedes, ¿verdad? Pero ahora ya no hay excusas. Si es marcado ausente es porque el niño tiene que meterse al sistema y completar sus tareas estos días, los martes y los jueves. Okay, so just as a reminder, we did have our automated system turned off because we didn't want to overwhelm families with phone calls because of technology issues or the need for technology. But now that things seem to be better, and we have technology out to our families of what they need, then that system was turned back on yesterday. So now families will get phone calls when students are marked absent. So that should be coming. So if your student gets marked absent, that's how you'll know. But at the same time, log into your parent portal, keep an eye on things, please. And notify us if the student is out sick, notify us so we can mark it just the way you would notify us, whether it's an email or a phone call when your student was sick when we were in session. Here at school, same thing. We ask you to continue to do the same thing. Okay? Kenny, do we have any questions yet from families that we can start to answer?
Let's see. Let's take a look. We've been answering questions as we've gone along. So are there any questions at this point that any family would like to ask that hasn't been answered yet? Please go ahead and type it in the chat. Let's see. So one of the questions that we asked and we answered is this chat going to be available, or is this video going to be available? Yes, it's going to be available for our families to check out at a later time. And all of the chat and questions on here will also be available. So any other questions that we might have, please go ahead and type them in the chat now. Going to give some time to our families who are watching us right now to type any questions they might have o cualquier pregunta que tengan ustedes ahorita. Sé que hemos estado contestando como vamos en la presentación, pero si quiere hacer una pregunta, esa es la oportunidad que lo haga. Les vamos a dar unos poquitos minutos, unos momentos para que si tienen más preguntas lo hagan ahorita. All right, so what is a reasonable, let's see, we have a next question here. What is a reasonable amount of time for teachers to return phone calls or emails? ¿Qué es un tiempo razonable donde maestros pueden contestar correos electrónicos o llamadas?
So in my opinion, a reasonable amount of time for teachers to return phone calls or emails is 24 hours. So 24 hours, that's usually what I say. I'll be very honest with you. And speaking to more and more of my teachers, they are receiving emails like they've never have before. And here's an example where a teacher usually would get a quick question from a student that might be something simple like, hey, can I turn this assignment in later? Or a quick clarifying question, you know, whether it was at the end of the class or in between classes, or they come back, or they would come by the room maybe during lunchtime and kind of quickly ask a question. That opportunity is not there because we're not in person. So now all these little simple questions that maybe students had for teachers that can be answered on the spot and quickly given some feedback, or, you know, where can I find this worksheet? And here it is. They're now in the form of emails. So teachers are really overwhelmed with the number of emails and trying to respond to everyone as quickly as possible. And it's incredible. It is, you know, and some teachers get emails simply for they ask their students, can you please, when you turn in a late assignment, email me, because they don't get a notification when it's turned in. So they ask the student to email the teacher, so then they can go in and correct the assignment and give them credit off in Schoology. So those are more emails. And then we have emails from parents who have clarifying questions and have concerns or what have you. So yes, it is something that's it's overwhelming. So even though I've said 24 hours was my expectation, you know, I'm going to ask for giving them a little bit more grace, maybe giving them 48 hours, maybe a couple of days. If you don't hear from back after that, then yes, that's an issue. That's a concern, because I do want my teachers and my staff to return phone calls or emails in 1 or 2 days. But I'm going to ask that maybe you give us a little bit more patience and more grace, and giving us maybe 1 or 2 days versus just 24 hours. Okay? So la pregunta, yo sé que es algo simple, pero en realidad tiene un poco de explicación, porque siempre decía yo que quería que mis maestros regresaran llamadas o correos electrónicos en un tiempo de 24 horas, o sea, un día. Pero he estado hablando mucho con mis maestros sobre cómo van las cosas, cómo están, qué es lo que es más difícil para ellos, y muchos me han comentado cómo ya el número de correos electrónicos que reciben ha aumentado, se ha multiplicado bastante. O sea, una preguntita que quizás el estudiante quizás preguntara en el salón, o al salir del salón, o a la hora del almuerzo, o antes de clases, ahora se ha convertido en un correo electrónico. Entonces, esas preguntas pequeñas que quizás podían ellos responder así y rápido, dar la respuesta, es un correo electrónico que le están llegando. O también una pregunta del papá o de la familia, también han aumentado tanto que están tomando mucho tiempo después de clases, en los martes o los jueves, a responder a todos esos correos electrónicos. Así que, aunque antes decía que era 24 horas que quizás yo esperaba que ellos regresaran la llamada, les voy a pedir que quizás nos den 1 o 2 días. Ya después de 2 días, si no han regresado, no han recibido ninguna llamada o ninguna respuesta, entonces sí, por favor, háganos saber para poder hablar con el maestro y recordarles que tienen que hacerlo un poco más rápido, pero por lo menos por ahora, denos 1 o 2 días para poder regresar la llamada o el correo electrónico, eso de parte de los maestros, porque sí, te han recibiendo bastantes emails cada día. We have any more, Mr. Perez?
Let's see. I think that is the last question. Ms. Smith wanted to commentate that was an understatement. Thank you for clarifying. I believe she was referring to what you were, speaking to right now. So thank you. That looks like that is all for questions today. I did want to. We have our counseling team that's here today, and they wanted to stop by and say hi. So I'll go ahead and bring them on. That way they can say hi to our families. I know they're excited to be here. So hold on a second. All right. So any other questions that you might have for us as our counseling team or our admin team before we sign out? All right. All right. Well, we want to thank our families for joining us today and being part of our first virtual coffee with the principal. We hope that we keep getting more families in the future. We do have another question on here by Mr. Jose Gonzalez. We want to go ahead and click on him. Hola, mi hijo tiene IEP, pero no sé si lo esté recibiendo o cuando he marcado para preguntar, no se ha contestado. Tengo que ver con ustedes o con el distrito. So it's a question about IEP. I want to make sure that my students are receiving services. I haven't been able to reach someone. So is it something that I can address with the school, or is it something that I can address with the district? And so our offices are open from 7:30 to 4. Go ahead and give us a call. And if not, I will reach out to you today and connect you with your case carrier to ensure that you are getting the help or support that you need. Nuestras oficinas están disponibles para recibir sus llamadas o para hacer citas. Necesita que hacerla. Yo voy a tomar su información ahorita y para que yo me comunique con usted y lo conecte con la persona apropiada, pero sí nosotros le podemos ayudar con eso.
Kenny, do you know who this family is?
I can look that up. Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Maybe
sí.
Maybe we can try to reach out and get the information so we can talk to the case carrier. Okay.
Sí, estoy compartiendo mi número de teléfono ahí, señor José González, 714-999-5666. Esa es mi línea directa. Si me puede llamar en cuanto tenga tiempo para poder conectar con usted. So my phone number is 714-999-5666. And if you have any questions, Mr. Gonzalez, go ahead and call me at that direct line. That way I can reach out to you.
Okay, perfect. And that way we can see who the student is, and we can then follow up with the case carrier and ask the case carrier to maybe reach out to parent to explain the services, and then even when their upcoming IEP may be scheduled for.
Perfect. We do have one more question for our counseling team. When do you begin to work with Catella's counseling team about outgoing 8th grade student schedules? Tenemos una pregunta. ¿Cuándo empiezan a trabajar el equipo de consejería de South con el equipo de consejería de Catella con los estudiantes de 8º grado que van a hacer transición a la preparatoria?
We will begin that when it's second semester, usually around February is when our students start dealing with the transition between 8th grade and 9th grade. So until then, we're really happy that they're with us as 8th graders. We're going to be happy they're with us the whole time, but we won't be doing really any kind of transition with the Catella team until then.
Okay, so el equipo de consejería va a empezar a trabajar con el equipo de Catella en la primavera, y es cuando empiezan a hablar con los estudiantes sobre la transición a la escuela Catella o a la escuela preparatoria que ellos vayan a ir. Okay. All right, Mr. Romero,
Yes. Nothing else?
that is it.
Okay. Well, Miss Miranda, was there Miss Castillo? Did you bring her on so she can at least say hi? I know that. Oh, there we go. There we go. This is Mrs. Castillo as well, another part of our counseling team. So, wanted to just have you see some faces. I know that it's hard to not see everybody, but I hope that we will continue to have information. Please know that if we do have more information regarding the opening of schools, then we will set up a meeting. Even if it's not a coffee, it'll be maybe a general parent information meeting through the same platform where we can discuss and present to you. Because sometimes, obviously, we'll get it out through a phone call, through an email, and what have you. But it's also maybe important to be able to give some time for question and answers that we can try to answer for you. So again, we will keep you posted. And if we do get any news from our district that we are opening and there's a plan, then we will set something up so that we can discuss that information with you. So sepan que en cuanto tengamos información, si ya el distrito tome la decisión de regresar a la escuela con los niños aquí en la escuela, entonces vamos a, no solamente vamos a mandar la información por correo electrónico y por llamadas, pero también para mí va a ser importante dar otra sesión como esta donde podamos juntarnos y explicar lo que va a pasar. Y también darles la oportunidad de ustedes preguntar más sobre ese proceso, si tengan preguntas. Así que en cuanto yo tenga información y si hay una decisión que se tome a cabo, mandaremos otra invitación como esta para poder juntarnos y dar esa plática y esa información y tomar sus preguntas, ¿ok? Así que espero que estén bien, que se cuiden, por favor. Esperamos poder verlos pronto, ojalá, ¿verdad? Pero por lo menos ahora estaremos en comunicación a través de esta manera. So again, please ask that you take care of yourselves, take care of your families, not just the physical health, but your mental health as well, please. And we will be in touch soon. I hope to be able to see you soon, but at least for now, we will stay in touch through these platforms, through email, through phone calls. And again, I appreciate your time and coming to join us today. Again, we will talk soon, okay? So thank you all.
Bye, everybody. See you soon.